Most people say they don't have time to start something new, but I'm filming this video in Los Angeles and I have a meeting in about an hour. And I'm recording a YouTube video in between. At 57, 3 weeks into building this channel from scratch, this is either the proof that it works or a really good story about what I tried. Either way, you're getting the honest version. Hi, my name is Christian. I'm 57. I spent over 30 years training salon sales professionals. And that's exactly why I'm in LA this week, because this is my job. The career didn't end. I'm still in it. I'm also 3 weeks into building this YouTube channel, a channel about helping people over 40 build income using what they already know. Both things are true at the same time, which, as it turns out, is kind of the whole point of what I'm trying to show you. Because the biggest objection I hear from people considering this is I don't have time. I still have a job. I can't do both. Well, I'm sitting in Los Angeles between meetings filming a YouTube video. So let's talk about that. Here's what I thought building a YouTube channel would require. A dedicated block of time, a proper setup, everything in place before I started. That's not what it actually requires. What it actually requires is deciding that it matters and finding the 40 minutes inside whatever day you already have. I filmed videos early in the morning before anyone else was up. I've written scripts on my phone, in parking lots, on planes. And today I'm recording in whatever this is, because the meeting ends and this starts. Not because conditions are perfect, but because consistency doesn't wait for perfect conditions, which is the first thing 3 weeks of doing this has taught me. I spent more time planning this channel than I needed to, thinking about the right structure, the right topics, the right order, overanalyzing everything basically. And what I've learned is that the algorithm doesn't care about your plan. It doesn't care about what you actually post. Every video I've posted so far has taught me something no amount of planning could have. I learned where people stop watching by watching where people stop watching. I learned which titles pull clicks and seeing which titles don't. I learned what my voice sounds like on camera by getting on camera. None of that comes from planning. It all comes from doing. The channel that exists is always going to teach you more than that channel you're still designing. And this is where most people quit before they even start. They wait until they feel ready. My friend, ready never comes. Done is the only thing that moves you forward. Here's another lesson learned from me, and I'm going to be straight up honest with you about where this channel stands. 3 weeks in, 5 videos posted. The view counts are small. In fact, they actually suck. And if you look at the numbers alone, they're horrible. And I'll tell you something I haven't said out loud yet, only in my head. And you know that inner voice that we all have there. That's a part of me that looks at those numbers and wonders, am I wasting my time? Looking at the numbers, that's a fair thing to ask. And I think most people building something like this feel exactly the same way and probably never admit it. This is the part nobody shows you, that the gurus gloss over, the part where the effort feels completely off base on the results. Because no matter what your job is, you're used to seeing results. That's pretty much what we're paid on, results, moving the needle. I put in real work and the numbers don't reflect it. And I think this is where most people probably stop. And here's what I know from building a successful TikTok channel. Nothing happened for the first few weeks, and then all of a sudden something happened. And it kept happening. That channel went from 0 to 37,000 followers in just a few months. But the first 2 weeks look exactly like this looks right now. Small numbers, very quiet. No indication of what was coming. The difference between the channels that grow and the channels that don't is almost never talent or content quality. It's almost always whether the person kept going through the quiet part. So this is me keeping on. And I'm telling you about it because that's the deal. But here's where it gets uncomfortable. I thought I knew who I was making this channel for before I started. The over 40-year-old, the laid off, or the not happy with their job, feeling behind in retirement. And that's all still true. But the messages that I've received, even at this scale, are from people I didn't fully picture when I started. People who are still employed and terrified about what happens when they're not. People who are retired early and realize that they need something to do with their mind. People who never got laid off but always wanted to build something and never gave themselves permission. This channel is showing me who it's more for, more clearly than I could have ever imagined. And that's only because I started. If I was still planning, still getting ready to get ready, I wouldn't have that information. The audience teaches you who they are, but you have to post something first for them to show up. The next lesson for me, well, this is personal. I'm in Los Angeles right now doing work I've done for over 30 years, and I'm building something new at the same time. And the thing I keep coming back to is I thought those two things were in competition with one another. I thought building something new meant leaving the old thing behind. They're not in competition. They're compounding. The 30 years I spent in this industry is what gives me something worth saying on camera. The credibility from that career is what makes people trust what I'm building now. You don't have to start from zero. The point is, you don't have to burn down what you already built in order to build something new. You just have to decide that both things can exist at the same time, because they can. And I'm proof of that today, right here. In all of this, between these meetings, 3 weeks in, 5 videos posted, small numbers, and I'm more convinced than I was when I started that this is worth building. Not because the metrics say so, because the conversations say so, because the comments I've had from people who have found this channel and recognize themselves in it tell me there's something here worth staying with. Every week, I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like. The videos I post, the numbers behind them, what I'm learning, what I do differently, the whole thing, not just the highlight reel. That's the deal I made with this channel when I first started, and I'm keeping it. And if you've been thinking about starting something yourself, and you've been waiting for the right time, the right setup, the right conditions, I'm filming in Los Angeles between meetings. There is no right time. There's just now. Drop a comment and tell me where you're at. Thinking about getting started? Already started? Maybe you're stuck somewhere in between. I read every one, and I want to know. If you're still figuring out what income stream makes the most sense for you and your situation, well, I created the Over 40 Income Starter Kit. The link is in the description below. It's absolutely free, and it's just 8 questions that take about 5 minutes. It matches where you are right now to the income stream most likely to work for your actual life. Subscribe if you want to watch whatever this is unfold in real time. Every week, the real numbers, the real lessons, the real story, not the polished version, the actual version. You're not starting from zero. You're starting from experience. The only question is, what will you do with it? I'll see you in the next video.